Sound. It surrounds us. It guides us. It inspires us. From a single drop of water to a rushing stream. From a single note to a symphony. Sound permeates everything and influences us every day, yet we are often unaware. But imagine you had never heard anything before. Imagine living your whole life in silence. Make a wish. Make a wish. Wish. This is what you wished for, isn't it? Yes, this is sound. It's how humans perceive vibrations in the air. Consider a guitar. When a string is plucked, it vibrates, causing the molecules surrounding it to move back and forth.
So the air being pushed travels all the way from the guitar to my ears?
Not exactly. As the string vibrates, the adjacent air molecules move back and forth and interact with their neighbors. When one molecule is pushed, it pushes its neighbor, and so on. Molecules pushing each other create regions of high pressure. Molecules pulling each other create regions of low pressure. So individual molecules only travel microscopic distances, but the regions of high pressure and low pressure can actually travel quite far. We refer to these traveling regions as sound waves. This can easily be visualized with a slinky, where we can see the regions of compressed coils travels back and forth as a wave, while any single coil travels only a couple of inches.
So sound is the vibration of air molecules.
That's right. Your ear detects vibrations coming from every direction, and your brain experiences them as sound. It's also interesting to realize that sound does not travel as a two-dimensional wave as many people believe. It actually travels in 3 dimensions. Think of this: if you stand halfway up a stairwell and speak, people around you, below and above, can all hear what you say. That's because sound travels outward like an expanding balloon.
Why do some things sound different than others?
One cause is how sound reflects off different surfaces. This room is called an anechoic chamber, or soundproof room. Try shouting.
Hello!
Notice how your voice sounds flat? This is because the sound waves generated by your shout were absorbed by the walls, floor, and ceiling before the sound could be reflected back to your ears. Now let's try shouting back on the stairs, where the sound waves will be reflected. Notice the difference? It takes much longer for your shout to dissipate here because it reflects back and forth off the walls. In fact, some animals, like dolphins and bats, use the reflection of sound waves to navigate and find food. They emit a click or a chirp that is reflected when it hits an object, such as the ocean floor or another animal. Based on the time between when they make the sound and hear the reflection, dolphins can create a 3-dimensional map of their surroundings. Humans have adapted this same technique to create sonar to navigate the ocean and to create ultrasound imaging to check the health of babies in the womb prior to birth. Another thing that affects how we perceive sound waves is the pitch or frequency. When our ear detects slow vibrations, we hear low-pitch sound. And when our ear detects fast vibrations, we experience high-pitched sounds.
Why did the sound change as that car drove by?
Good question. When a car drives towards us, its motion causes the spacing between regions of compression to be smaller and we hear a higher pitch. When the car moves away from us, its motion causes the spacing between these regions to be larger and we hear a lower pitch. This change in pitch as the sound source passes is named the Doppler effect.
There's so much to learn about sound. How else is sound used?
Sound can be used for many purposes. At the University of Southern California, Dr. Shung and his team have used sound waves to manipulate small, fragile cells and droplets of fluid. To do this, they use a narrow beam of focused sound waves. The beam is aimed at a droplet of liquid. When the beam passes through the droplet, it changes directions slightly, causing the droplet to experience a force pushing it to the center of the acoustic beam. By moving the beam, researchers can drag the droplet around. This holds promise in many areas of biomedical research.
Wow, sound can even lift and move objects? That's amazing.
It is amazing, and there is so much more in this wonderful world of sound.
Terry,
Dad,
you can hear my voice.
I can hear everything. I don't know. I was standing here and